Well, retirement is different for everyone, but this local animal rescue makes you jealous of the donkey's post-work lifestyle.
Molly Reel got a chance to hang out with the herd earlier this morning to learn more. Take a look.
Well, helping donkeys, helping students, helping the future. That is what Dr. Eric Davis is doing out here on his farm in Dixon. By the way, I have a few new best friends, these sweet, sweet Jennies. So Dr. Eric Davis, former professor at UC Davis, and as UC Davis would describe you, a bit of a living legend among veterinarians and veterinary students, particularly for your compassion and for your empathy and your ethical treatment of animals, especially donkeys and horses. So you currently live out here in Dixon. You have donkeys and horses. You currently have 12 rescue donkeys. You're looking for a home. But in the meantime, you have UC Davis students helping you out. And in turn, you're kind of teaching them your ways, aren't you?
Yes, and I'd, of course, like to acknowledge my wife, Cindy, who is the donkey behaviorist and has been working with the students. Karen here has some equine background. Some of the students have much less, but they're all learning, and two things, basically, the behavior and care of donkeys, which aren't horses with big ears, they're donkeys, and then also some aspects of animal training using zero force and positive reinforcement type techniques. So.
Yeah. Karen, what is it like for you to be out here working with Dr. Davis?
It's an amazing experience. I'm really glad I got a chance to be a part of it. I never saw myself being able to work with donkeys, so this is something I'm really happy I'm doing.
What have you learned about donkeys?
Well, I think the interesting thing is just that we have to have more and more people work with them so that they get used to people in general. And also just the training techniques they teach are really interesting. They're really helpful and even applicable to other species that I work with.
Yeah, and I know, as I mentioned earlier, you currently have 12 Jennies. They were part of a research project at UC Davis. Before that, they were at a sanctuary. They were rescued donkeys. Now you're looking for homes for them, but not just any home.
Yes, we're looking for folks that are going to love them, they're going to give them environmental and stimulation, are going to work with them on a daily basis, provide the adequate routine hoof care and veterinary care that they need, and then make a commitment to do that for several decades. Donkeys will live till they're 40 years old frequently, and so that means that if you even have a 10-year-old donkey, you've got 30 years of commitment.
Wow. Wow. Karen, what will you take away from this experience working with Dr. Davis, not just when it comes to donkeys, but the way you treat animals and care for them?
Well, first of all, I'm going to get a donkey one day, or a few donkeys one day. I think they're just very compassionate people. I definitely, I've never worked with people who show such empathy to animals. I worked with a lot of people in animal science, but just watching them train animals is just so impressive, and it's kind of it's helping me want to do more in that side of the animal science field.
Yeah, I mean, just being here for maybe a half an hour, the compassion that you can see with you and Cindy, it's just an incredible experience, just spending a little bit of time with you. So I thank you for how you treat animals, and I'm with you, Karen. I think maybe I'll have to move to a bigger house so that I can have a donkey too. They're wonderful, Eric.
They all fit in your backyard. Absolutely.
Okay, if you say so.
She's coming home with a donkey.
Right? It's going to happen.
Alert the neighbors.